As you all know, the role of civil society is very pivotal in social, economic, and environmental equity and justice, health and well-being, peace and prosperity, democracy and human rights, as well as development and humanitarian efforts. An open and pluralistic civic space in these days, both physical civic space and digital or virtual civic space, where civil societies can engage vibrantly and exercise their rights, fundamental rights, freedom of expression, opinion, assembly and association is essential for sustainable development, peace and prosperity. However, as we have seen in the previous presentation, civic space globally is shrinking. So we have seen only 2% of the world population are living in the open civic space, and rest of the world population are either narrowed, obstructed, or repressed, or closed civic space. Nepal is not an exception. Civic space in Nepal is also shrinking, though we are in better in comparison to other South Asian countries. Operating environment for national and international NGOs needs further strengthening in Nepal. There are still gaps and mismatch in policy and practices, and there are several bureaucratic and administrative impediments for civil society organizations, NGOs and INGOs in Nepal. However, Nepal is unique in terms of civic engagement and empowerment. We have several good practices, successes of civic engagement, contributing to good governance, accountability, equity, inclusion, democracy, and human rights.
CSOs and the human rights defenders in Nepal actually shifted their roles from the social transformation to the political and the structural changes. We can remember how the civil society have played a very key role in transition of the monarchy, from the monarchy to the federal. And protecting civic space is very, very important. We all know that. But in Nepal, many of us still do not understand our basic rights are very important. Sometimes I have a feeling, if there is no civil society movement and if there is no human rights institutions, will you be able to exercise our human rights?
We see it in all our countries, and this is particular, the challenges are particularly difficult today, where we face very difficult geopolitical dynamics. And you know that, you all know that an indispensable part of the equation is the role of civil society. Without a vibrant civil society, there's no democracy. Civil society is you are the ones to amplify, to voice citizens' concern, to amplify their voice and to fight for inclusivity. But in more democratic societies, if democracy fails to deliver, we see citizens turning against it. That's why our fight to deliver services, to deliver inclusion, to make sure no one is left behind in the path to development is fundamental. And it's a fight of every day.